Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy and he scored a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
Chances are he's mostly just talking big. While he may sound very confident and can be quite dramatic about his plans, he doesn't have the patience or steady work ethic to climb very far in his job. He may switch interests often, leave things halfway, or get upset if things don't go his way.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong, he's likely to break down rather than bounce back. If he faces criticism or a setback at work, he may quickly get angry, lose his temper, or even lash out at others. This means it's hard for him to recover from problems and keep going strong.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work may find it hard to truly like or respect him. He can be polite on the surface, but often loses his temper and gets into arguments when things don't go his way. His mood can change quickly, so colleagues may feel like they're walking on eggshells around him.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you succeed in your career, he's more likely to feel threatened than proud. Instead of cheering you on, he might get moody, make sharp remarks, or even pick a fight out of jealousy. He could act distant or try to put down your achievements to make himself feel better.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, he will likely feel insecure and secretly resent you if you earn more than him. Instead of being happy for you, he might show his discomfort through sarcasm, jealousy, or sudden anger. He could make small comments to bring you down or become distant and withdrawn.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He isn't likely to be careful with money. He tends to spend impulsively, buying things that catch his eye or make him feel good in the moment without much thought for bills or future needs. If you point out the need to save or plan, he may get irritated or brush you off.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's more likely to pretend to be richer than he actually is. He enjoys showing off and wants others to think he's doing well, so he might buy flashy things or spend on parties even if he can't really afford them. This habit of living beyond his means can cause a lot of stress and even debt.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He might appear generous at first, spending on fun or gifts, but it's not true kindness from the heart. His help often comes with strings attached or is done to impress others, not to genuinely support you or those in need. He isn't the person who quietly helps out or shares from a place of caring.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's more likely to be secretive and controlling about money. He won't be comfortable discussing finances openly. And if you ask questions, he might get defensive or avoid giving clear answers. You could find unexpected bills or discover surprise spending only after it's done.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to think that housework is only your job, not something to share. He may avoid helping out at home and come up with excuses or simply act like it's not his responsibility. Instead of seeing housework as a team effort, he leaves it all on your shoulders.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will probably just help by standing around giving instructions or watching you work rather than actually getting involved in chores or childcare. If he does something, it's usually only after you ask multiple times, and even then, he might complain or do it half heartedly. If you're looking for a hands on partner, he's not likely to change.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually argues to prove he's right, not to understand your side. When you share your feelings or concerns, he's more likely to interrupt, defend himself, or push back strongly rather than listen or show empathy. In arguments, he wants to win instead of work things out together.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he's likely to say hurtful things and act aggressively instead of staying respectful. He may shout, use harsh or insulting words, or slam things to show his frustration. This kind of behavior can damage trust and make your home a stressful place.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he gets angry very quickly, which is a big red flag you should not ignore. His temper can flare up over small problems, leading to shouting or harsh words before you even know what happened. While some people hope things will improve over time, these patterns are hard to change.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He rarely says sorry or takes responsibility for his actions. Instead, he's much more likely to blame you or find excuses when something goes wrong. This can leave you feeling frustrated, misunderstood, and even doubting yourself.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is unlikely to respect your boundaries and may not truly understand that no means no. When you set a limit or say you're uncomfortable, he could ignore your wishes, pressure you, or even get upset instead of backing off. He tends to push for what he wants without much thought about your feelings or needs.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is the kind of man who takes it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. If you say no, he might get upset, act distant, or blame you for not caring about him enough. He doesn't easily respect your needs or understand that you sometimes need space.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You cannot fully trust him to handle private moments with care. If he gets angry or wants to win an argument, he may bring up things you shared in confidence or even use sensitive details to embarrass or hurt you. This can make you feel unsafe and wary of opening up.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is easily distracted by other women and may not be faithful. When he's out or even online, he likes attention and excitement, so he might flirt or chase after someone new without thinking about your feelings. He doesn't value loyalty or deep commitment, always looking for the next thrill.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be overpossessive, acting jealous and controlling. He may question where you are, who you talk to, or even get upset if you spend time with friends or family. Living with this behavior can feel very draining and stressful.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what seems like protective behavior is really just being controlling. He may call his strictness care or concern, but in truth, he wants to decide what you do, where you go, and even who you talk to. Over time, this can make you feel suffocated and doubt your own choices.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. He doesn't naturally see raising children as a shared responsibility and may only step in when asked, if at all. He's unlikely to discuss parenting decisions with you or offer steady support.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. He may shout, use harsh words, or even scare the children when things don't go as he wants. This can leave children feeling frightened, nervous, or ashamed around him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to support your role as both a mother and your own person. Instead of encouraging you to grow, chase your dreams, or take care of yourself, he may expect you to focus only on the home and kids. You might feel stuck trying to please him while losing sight of your own identity.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might seem to support your career at first, but could pressure you to quit once you have a child. He may change his attitude suddenly when family roles shift, expecting you to drop your job and handle everything at home. Be very careful, your dreams and independence could be at risk with him.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to just act polite on the surface with your parents without showing real warmth or care. While he may use good manners and say the right things when they are around, his interactions will often feel cold or distant if you look closely. Over time, your family may notice that his kindness feels forced or shallow. He will likely expect your family to change for him instead of making much effort to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse instead of handling it calmly. Rather than working with you to find a peaceful solution, he may react with anger, blame your family, or even blame you. If you want harmony and teamwork when things get tough, he will likely let you down.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may act modern with you in private, but will expect you to be a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. When family or elders visit, he'll likely want you to dress a certain way, speak less, or follow customs, even if he doesn't care about those things when it's just the two of you. You might feel pressure to hide your real self or put on an act to keep everyone happy.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will most likely stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. He doesn't like the stress of family drama and would rather avoid taking your side, especially in front of relatives. If you want a partner who has your back no matter what, he will sadly fall short.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
Yes, he is likely a mummy's boy and will rarely, if ever, choose your side in a conflict with his mother. He tends to put his mother's wishes and opinions above your needs, even if it's unfair or hurts your feelings. When there's a disagreement, he may expect you to adjust or apologize instead of standing up for you.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he's likely to share every detail of your fights and private life with his mother or sister. This means he doesn't respect your privacy or the trust between you. You may feel exposed and betrayed as your private thoughts become household news.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So that's the story. This guy scores a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short of the standard we would want. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out often feels like walking on eggshells. You'll carry most of the responsibilities at home with money and with the children. while getting little true support or care in return.